One, ensuring the equitable allocation to county government is enhanced and dispersed within statutory timelines. Number two, the transfer of all outstanding functions and resources by the national government. Your Excellency, we are very happy that that is not contested. The President has agreed to that, and the Council had agreed to it. Number three is enhancing the financial autonomy of the county assemblies to improve the oversight and accountability, among other proposals, which again is uncontested. Additionally, there were several proposals for legislation which include a framework to enhance county-owned source revenue. One of the proposals in this regard was to encourage counties to leverage on non-traditional revenue resources, among them grain bonds. A review on the legal framework on the public-private partnerships to respond to the needs of the counties. Number three, a framework on performance management in the county public service to improve service delivery. Number four, a framework on funding and execution of shared functions between the two levels of government, among other proposals. Your Excellency, sir, and my colleague delegates, some of the sector-specific proposals that call for the intervention of the Senate will include, number one, engaging Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, and the county government in setting minimum standards for electricity and gas reticulation, which is a devolved function under the 4th schedule of the Constitution. Number two is developing a harmonized policy on digitization to facilitate service delivery, digital entrepreneurship, efficiency and effectiveness of the government. Tied to this, it emerged that there is a need to put up a place in the legislative framework to protect critical infrastructure, for example, telecommunication masts and fiber optic cables which are repeatedly vandalized. Number three is putting in place a legislation to promote the government housing agenda. And finally, harmonization and integration of taxes, licenses, and levies by the county at the county level. Many of the proposals emerging from this forum are in line with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda of the government, which at its core seeks to, among others, reduce the cost of living, increase employment, incentives in investment and production, enhance tax base for more revenue, and increase foreign exchange earnings. We can all agree that devolution is the catalyst for Kenya to unlock its full potential and accelerate development. The Senate will continue to advocate for adequate financing of the county governments, passage of enabling legislations, and full transfer of devolved functions and attendant resources. Additionally, the Senate undertakes to prioritize the resolutions emerging from this forum and to work with all stakeholders to realize the dream of devolution. Success of the next phase of devolution will be majorly dependent on the good governance structures. The Senate will continue to exercise its oversight role over funds allocated to counties to ensure that the objects of devolution espoused in the Article 74 of the Constitution are met. Your Excellency, sir, in conclusion, I urge all Kenyans and the media to be patriotic and emulate the U.S. Ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whitman, in speaking good about our country. Kenya is our home. Kenya is our home. Do not get distracted by those who condemn the friends of Kenya. Do not keep quiet. Do not shut up. Stand up for Kenya. Stand up for your motherland. Kenya is on the move. With those very few remarks, Your Excellency, I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator Methu. Your Excellency,